Now there's some work that needs to be done. This isn't a magic shrink ray, and this procedure may not be for everyone. One of my staff will be in shortly to ask you some questions and to see if you're willing to do what it takes to get great results. I don't accept everyone for this procedure, and if I don't believe you'll follow the program, if you're not a good candidate, I will tell you, and you won't be accepted into the program, nor allowed to continue. Much like sunlight causes photosynthesis in a plant to occur, the lasers of the i-Lipo are tuned to a specific wavelength, at a specific power, for a specific time, much like a radio dial on a radio transmitter. If you turn the dial to a frequency between the stations, you won't get music or talk. You won't get anything, really. But if you turn the dial to the perfect frequency, the station comes in loud and clear. And that's exactly how the lasers work. Wrong frequency, no fat loss. Right frequency, inch loss. It's an important concept and one that you need to understand. Now that we've liberated the contents of the fat cell, where does it all go? Now that's a great question, one that everybody asks. And here's what happens. Before the body can metabolize the contents of the fat cell, it has to get to the areas that need fuel. The contents of the cell, the free fatty acids, glycerol, and water, are released into the lymphatic system, which is the drainage system of the body, and ultimately into the bloodstream for transport around the body. When the compounds leave the cell, the fat cell shrinks, and you get skinnier. Now remember how we mentioned that you have a bit of responsibility in this as well. Here's what I meant by that. Your part is going to be managing the calories you eat to keep you in a caloric deficit on the days that you treat with us. Now here's why that's important. Let's say you use 1,000 calories per day to run all body processes. Now that's low for 99% of us, but for the sake of easy math, we'll just use that. We will address specifically your exact needs when we talk in a few minutes. As I said, 1,000 calories to run the machine, your body for the day. So let's say you ate 1,500 calories that day. Your weight will go up. Let's say you ate 800 calories that day. Your weight will go down. Correct. Got it? Okay. Now here's how the i-Lipo fits into the equation. When the lasers do their thing, as we spoke about before, they'll liberate between 400 to 800 calories from the area of your choosing. Now that's very important. If you dieted for a year and lost weight, where would be the last place it would take the fat from? That's right, the trouble areas we're treating today. That's why the i-Lipo gives you an unfair advantage. So back to our math. If from before we see that 1,000 minus 400 that the i-Lipo liberates equals 600, that's what you have to eat to stay at equilibrium. Now your weight won't change, but you will lose inches from your trouble spots. But if you stay below your target caloric intake, you'll experience overall weight loss as well. Now there's much more to talk about, such as vitamin supplementation and your exercise program. And we'll talk about your goals shortly, ensuring that we can devise a plan to build a roadmap for your success. One of my staff will be in shortly, and I'll be speaking with you in a minute. Thanks for being here today.